Seriously now.
Come on, this is serious stuff.
Yeah, no,
Come
it's
on.
serious stuff. So every year we adopt a charity, and this year it's the Big Issue Foundation. To tell us more about it, please welcome back to the stage Haydn Gwynne.
Oh, lovely. Where's Haydn? There she is.
I've got some notes as well this time.
Ah.
If I'd known I was going to be up here twice, I would have changed of costume. I'm here to launch a new campaign for the Big Issue Foundation called Stage Swap. And the idea is that performers or actors like me swap the stage for the streets for a few hours to sell the Big Issue magazine. And the reason I'm here is I was one of a group of people who 2 weeks ago have done this, a sort of first preview, if you like. And you can see photos from that day on this postcard, which I'm going to tell you a bit more about in a minute. Hair and makeup definitely needs a bit of work. Now, I'm sure most of you are aware of the Big Issue and how it gives people who are homeless a chance to sell the magazine and make a livelihood. You may not know that the sellers, vendors, do actually have to pay for their magazines. They pay half the cover price, $1.25, and there's no sale or return, so they have to plan their sales, they have to save to buy the stock for the following week. Now, I did know about that. What I didn't know was how hard it is to make those sales. I was nervous going onto the streets to sell the magazine, but maybe somewhere I thought, I can sell raffle tickets at my children's school, it'll be all right. But there is no spotlight on you on the pavement, and you sort of become almost invisible, and you can stand there for a long time before anybody's going to buy from you. A lot of people are going to pass by, and I had a fantastic mentor, my vendor, Andre, who gave me some good practical tips about how to be and what to do, but it just gave me a little inkling of the resilience that they need, and also what a lot of hours and graft goes in to making a livelihood from it. The other thing that I didn't know was that while the magazine side is self-funding, there is a charity arm to the organisation, which is the Big Issue Foundation. And the foundation works very hard to support vendors with some of the practical challenges that they face. So that might be helping them to sign up to GPs, so that instead of resorting to A&E for healthcare, if they get any healthcare at all, it might be helping them to get ID, because without ID it's impossible to get a bank account or to get housing benefit. Things that might seem small things to us that we take for granted, but for people who are in times of great insecurity and personal crisis, this help is absolutely invaluable and, in many cases, life-changing. So, what we're doing tonight, to the performers, the actors, the singers, the dancers in the audience, I want to encourage you to sign up to Stage Swap. And you can do it as individuals, you can do it as entire casts. They won't throw you out on the street on your own. You'll be well supported. You will have a vendor who will mentor you. And you might bump into people who you know, which I did on several occasions. And if they haven't seen you for a while, they're going to think your career has taken a nosedive. But that was just one of the side benefits of the day. To the audience, we'd love you to sign up as well, so that you can find out more about these days as they're happening, and you can get photos and video of people you like and get insights as to what's going on. And that's where That's where these cards come in. You can sign up in the back, and they're in your programs and around the theatre. Of course, we are also fundraising tonight. There are 400 vendors in London, and the foundation would love to be able to extend that support to more of them. They reckon that if each of us gave about a £5 tonight, they would be able to assist 25 vendors on many of those practical steps towards getting out of a life on the streets. So, We have a raffle. Some of you have bought raffle tickets already. They will be on sale again in the interval, not at the end, in the interval. They cost about a £5, conveniently enough. And the prizes are pairs of tickets to a whole raft of fantastic West End shows, top price seats. You know how much they are, so that's well worth a punt. There is also a collection at the end of the show, and there will also be big issue vendors selling the magazine outside the theatre when you leave. If you haven't read it before, it is actually a really great magazine, well worth the price, so I'm sure they would love to sell to you. That's it. I'll be around in the interval and afterwards if anybody wants to ask me any more detail. So I'll just say, please do sign up. Please do make a donation if you can. Vendors are people who are living through unbelievably tough times, but they're working very hard to get their lives back, and they deserve our support. So thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, Haydn. Thank you. That was great. Thank you so much. Thank you. He's lovely.
Can I just ask the question, though? If you do go and sell those copies of the big issue, do you get to keep the £1.25 that you make on that, or do you have to give it to the vendor who's trained you? Because the way I see it, I've done most of the work there. If you don't like it, don't live in Cameron's Britain.
So jaded. So jaded, Ruth.